Hey YouTube 910, and yes, I know it's been 2 months, but hopefully people some subscribers can forgive me. If not, I don't trust that. But I noticed that I never really did update my Darkwood deck, and I should have done that 2 months ago. But I'm thinking about the starting off video randomly and hoping for the best. But I do have a excuse why I've been busy. Uh, Diablo and quite recently Dream Drop Distance. I was hunting off. Oh, excuse me. I was hunting all over for the Market Mastery Edition. Could barely find it. I found one up north, but I couldn't. It's too far north to even drive, so I considered driving it. But that's a story. I don't want to make it all the one story. But the Dark World deck list. Let's start off. And as my previous subscribers should know, I usually put it in number / rarity order. So obviously starting off with one Ravens. One per turn you can discard any number card in your hand. Two, and I put the camera down. And where was I? Oh, one per turn you can discard any number card in your hand. Two, increase the attack power by 400, and two, gain 1 star per card. Very, very powerful in Dark World. Opening this up is like opening up a card destruction. Trust me, it is. It's scary, and especially with gates. And also, if you play multiple lights in your version of Dark World, like Effect Veiler, you can play BLS, which I rather you not, because it's a very bad draw. A very bad draw. Yeah, if you don't pull it off, by all means, but most of the time you don't have to pull it off. Yeah. But anyways, we first start with the Trance Arching. He's also like Raven in a way, but he didn't gain the level, but he only discards one also. But the unique thing about him is when he destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 dark that banished into your hand. Now, mind you, I'm going to make sure one you're banished. Sorry. I want to grab my opponent's Dark Metal Dragon. Alright, next, the obvious tour guide. Once you normal summon, you can spell summon one level 3 Fiend from your hand or deck. That monster spell summon through this effect cannot be used for single material. But luckily for us, XYZ is around, and Graphite can return the monster you bring out. Or if you're going through another tour guide, there's a way to XYZ since your opponent runs Effect Veiler. Do it fast. And with Gates, 1300. And prior to your sorry, I don't play Sangan because I've grown to hate Sangan for this deck, anyways. But the other decks, are you having me? Of course. Anyways, I'm gonna do the Warlords at the same time. Silver and gold. Each of them are same and different at the same time. The attack points and the first effect are the same, and the defense in level 2. That the only problem is their second ability is completely different. When you discard by opponent's hard effect, you gain the effect to make your opponent return 2 cards from their hand to the deck. Bottom, mind you. Which is very powerful, especially if it's a, well, how can I say, your opponent had 2 cards left in hand and it happens. You get major pluses from it. They lose probably their best card, they probably save it best to last, and etc. But anyways, gold, when he discard, he has to destroy up to 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field, which is very powerful if they don't Starlight Road. But usually some people don't play Starlight Road. Actually, a few, very few. But when you actually pull it off, it's just scary. Next we got the Beige of Dark World, or Vanguard, Vanguard of the Dark World. He also like Silver and Gold, just that he didn't have a second ability like the other Dark Worlds, or Rainbow, same as Rainbow basically. You only get 1 effect and stick with it. When you discard, he can spell summon. He's nice 16 beat there, and with the gates, he's a pretty good beater, really, to wreck your set of resources down. Or kamikaze with T-King, too. Anyways, next to the Dark World track, we got the Browse, Huntsman of the Dark World. When you discard by effect, you can draw a card. If you discard by opponent's card effect, you draw 2 cards instead. But usually you're not seeing one card. But hey, there have been more mirror matches than I can count. And I affected the Dark Dealing or Drag Down Bro. Is the worst thing to do. Next we got Grapha. All-star deck really. When you discard by a card effect, destroy a card on the opponent's side field. Talent you go there. When the second card comes out, that word is really interesting. When it's discarded by a opponent's card effect, you can look at one card in your opponent's hand, and if it's a monster, it's all yours to summon. And attack, defense, or upside down if you want. Don't judge me. And also, when he also in the graveyard, you get to repel summon himself if you return a face-up Dark World. Now, mind you that some people in DN or some places anywhere really, mind you, very small group, think that if you return a monster, they can change the Crow / warning. But mentally, you get only warning when it's summoned directly, since it's a inherit summon. Some people think the effect, but trust me, it's not. But anyway, no one would really solemn warning the return of Grapha. They would usually solemn warning the monster itself that he returned before he returned it. But side the point. And with Gates, he had 3-pound beat deck, enough to beat up a Red Eyes and to take on a BLS barely. Next, we got the other all-star deck, Snow. Once you discard by a card effect, you can add any Dark World monster you want. Dark World card. Mind you that Dark World with a space. There are some cards I really wish you should search. Dark World Shackles. But, yeah, Dark World Shackles have one word. And once you discard by opponent card effect, you gain the ability to take a monster from your opponent's graveyard and make it yours in defense mode. Not free to grab it, but at least you get to choose a monster you want. And also with Gates, she's a deck debut target, so consider main decking deck debut and throw in sector matchups. Trust me, they'll help. Then we got Dark Hole. Mind you, DR spells or these spells are staples for stuff. So Dark Hole, destroy your monsters, MST, destroy one spell trap on the field. Mind you that some people had the main deck 2 of these. I main deck 1 prior to. I don't particularly like it main deck anyways. But Lord Dungeons, draw 2 cards to remove play 1 dark in your hand. Now, if you don't have a dark, after this card resolves, draw 2 cards. Your entire hand is sent to grave. I don't see it happening in my deck unless I draw a Raven only. But I usually set one backwards. Next, we got Monster Reborn. Bring back a monster from the grave. Very, very powerful. As well as this card, very powerful. Tar Destruction. Discard your entire hand and draw new hands equal to the same number you discard. That counts for both players. Did that. We like it. The Dark would like it. The opponent doesn't. Heavy Storm, another stable. Soul Taker is attacking the people who are trying out for Dragon matchup. Now, prior to the ban list, I don't know which one's real. We'll hopefully see which one is real. I hope it's the one with Brian Knight Confusion Band, and the 1 Red Eyes, and the 3 teleports. And I'll play Teledad again. I remember that 3 years ago. Teledad broken. Next is spells. We had 3-on-3s. We had 3 Dark World Dealings. Sorry. I know, I did pause there. Sorry. Dark World Dealing. Draw 1 card to discard a card. Or, sorry, draw 1 card, then discard 1. Which is very even, actually. It had a pretty fair card, because it's more of a -1 for you. But if you hit a Dark World, if you obviously discard a Dark World monster, hit a +1. Or, more of a +1, really. Yeah, monster to your field. Very useful with Snow to waste the dark. You'll search it and to use it immediately. But usually people search for Gates. But most of the time it's usually Dark World Dealing as well. But you know, who telling you really? Next we got the all-star spell of the deck. Gates of Dark World. You can't go around without it. When a card faces up in the field. I'm sorry. When a card. Oh, I just failed so long to come on. All fiend monsters gain 300 attack and defense. And 1 per turn, you can room play 1 fiend in your graveyard to discard a fiend in your hand. Then draw a card. Very useful because Dark World fiends broken. And also we have a Dead Raven, Transart Fiend, everything else in the world. You can get rid of it and at least try something else. But watch out. MSCing it when you remove the cost, won't get your card back. Next, we got the most annoying spell card in the deck to play against. Drag Down into the Grave. Now, some new players are probably watching this. I'll play. When a card activates, both players reveal their hands. Now, both players choose one card in their opponent's hand and discards it to the graveyard. Then, draw one card. The powerful thing about this is, I can get your best card in your hand and eliminate it. And then peek at your hand to see what you do and prepare for it this turn. Prior to main decking Mind Crush or Eradicator, side decking negativity, you can really turn the duel around. But just drawing one could not make you win. You might draw a whole hand of monsters, and you might not really get anything out of it except for drawing a card and getting a Silpha or Beige on your field. Usually people summon Beige before playing this, unless they drew really bad, and they had to summon a Brow if they had no choice. But usually the card is very powerful and can be really hated. Next we have traps. Here there's 5. Dark Smog, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. Oh, let me explain Dark Smog. One per turn, target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, then discard a card. Which is during your opponent's end phase, during your main phase, or Chain Reborn, or Broken. And I really hope the Dark World don't touch it, really. If it vandalizes how they do this. Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. I had to play this one really badly because it's a real knockout. Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. Tribute 1 Dark Monster with 2,500 more attack points. I'm sorry, 2,500 or more attack points. Call one type of card, spell or traps. Reveal all face down cards and your opponent's hand. Destroy all copies, spell or traps prior to which one you chose and destroy them. During the next 3 turns, if your opponent draws a spell / trap or whatever you chose, it is destroyed. The really broken thing about this is, with Drag Down is a combo. You can do this, see what they have, discard this monster instead, or trap card if they only have one trap, and set this and do Gates combo and get everything done. Next is Mind Crush. Basically, with Drag Down, it's another really good combo, but prior to not having Dust Shoot back, people were required to only play once. Can't blame them. But I'll play Mind Crush. Call one card name, and your opponent has it in hand, discard to a graveyard. If not, discard one card yourself. It's a +1 if you get it right. And +1 if you hit a Dark World discarding. Next we got 2 Tarantulas, destroying all monsters when they're summoned. That's pretty fair to me. And that basically is the main deck. I'll make this extra deck pretty short. I play a few Synchros. I'll just play on back. Ally Justice Catastor. Any monster that battles is automatically destroyed unless it's a dark monster. Next, you got Iron Chain Dragon. When you inflict battle damage to the opponent, your opponent must send the top 3 cards of the deck to your graveyard. Not level 6, by the way. Now, any card wavered. When your life points are higher to your opponents, you gain the difference. Also, if he destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points to bring back you back to life. Now, the only way you can summon him by getting a light tuner and whatever non-tuner you want. Raven fits the job perfectly. Here we have Dark Highlander. The other level 7 I play here. 1 Fiend tuner plus 1 Fiend. When the card fades up, Synchro monsters cannot be summoned. I know what you're saying, why would I play this? I really like him. His art and his attack points are 28, 100 more than Grapha, and Gates, he's a 31 monster. And also, if Insector really pop up, I can destroy all phases of... Oh, wow, what the... Oh. Oddly, it had the other effect that people don't really read. You part destroy a swift spell cards and inflicting 400 to your opponent, which I'll probably destroy your Hornet or / Insector Sword and click 400 and do a nice little damage and attack. Next we have level 8, Fire Archery. A lot of people don't play Synchro, by the way. Fire Ruler. When he destroys a monster battle and sends their gear, you gain life points. And if he would be targeted by a spell or trap card, pay 1,000 gear. Next we have Stardust. They have a little troll sticker thing or cut up plastic. I drew on it. It's pretty funny if you start a road, but unfortunately I don't. I know it's stupid, but I think it's fun. Then we have some XYZs. Leviar, detached material. I forgot to explain this. When a card effect will destroy a card in the field, you can tribute a card to negate and destroy it. During the end phase, the effect was used, you can spell summon a card from your but only if you were attributed by the effect. So, no freebies. Next we have rank 3 Leviar the Sea Dragon. Detached material, spell summon one banished card, a banished monster, and spell summon to your field. 1816. Good. And also it's Aqua, which is kind of awkward. Next we have Leviathan Dragon, number 17. Detached material, this card gains 500. If there are no more XYZ materials on the card, this card cannot attack directly. Next we got the number 30 Acid Golem Destruction. Now, he is pretty beefy, and usually if I run out of materials, I usually sacrifice him for Silva. And I'll blend the effect because I keep forgetting the effects. Or saying the effect anyways. During the standby phase, the card cannot... During the standby phase, if you have the card face on the field, you must attach material to the card or pay 2,000 life points. Or I'm sorry, wait, do you have to pay or do you have to burn? Oh, or take 2,000. Alright. Take 2,000 damage, and while the card faces on the field, you cannot battle summon monsters. Also, when the card runs out of materials, you can't attack with it. So, think about it. Next we got number 29 Utopia. I don't need to bring him really, but I have to. When an attack is made, you can have material to negate it. And if he doesn't have any more and you attack it, he kills himself. Damn it. Next we got the lovable Gemini Pearl. 26 beat tick. That's really all he is. The 2 level 4s. Next we got number 12 Crimson Armor Ninja. I'm sorry, Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. One per turn during either player turn, you can attach material to the card be not destroyed by battle or card effects. Nice 2417 attack, or 2400 attack, 17 defense. Good rank 5. Next we got the other rank 5 that came out. Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. Rank 5, Fiend, 2600, and when you attach material, you can destroy one face of a card on your opponent's field, if I remember correctly. Okay, make sure. Next we got Tiers, Keeper of Genesis. To rank 5, same attack points and defense as Adrius. But unique thing about Tiers is when it had materials, it cannot be destroyed by card effects, so no Dark Hole, no Torrential, and no Mirror Force. But anyways, when it had no materials, it affected pointless. But also when it's attacked during the end of battle phase, just like a GB monster, it affects activates. And it equals to destroying a card on your opponent's field, which is pretty nice. And also, since it hit Mirror Force, it's trying back. Next, we got Neo Galaxy Eye Dragon. I really don't need to play the effect because the effect is really too long. Just 3 level 8s, and 4,500 attack, and 3,800 defense. Also, if it had a Proton Galaxy Eye Dragon equipped XYZ material with it, it can negate all effects on the field for that turn prior to. But basically that's it. And the video took too damn long. I'll find a shorter one later. Thank you. Oh, and I won't really make much videos, but I will try and make a video once in a while. More to at least try to start because thanks for watching, comment, rate, subscribe, and not rate, like, sorry. I'm not getting used to that, even after being a year or two. Anyways, bye.